Hello, chat. Welcome in, everybody.
I was hoping to startle you, but I guess it didn't work.
Startle me.
Yeah,
You said we're gonna be starting soon, so I was just like, okay. So I just was patiently waiting, and then you did
I did the
the
shouting.
hello.
I did the shouting, so yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
that was shouting.
it was shouting,
Oh,
yes.
oh, okay.
Oh, do you know who I see in the chat?
Yes. I think I know who you know. Uh,
You need to get like another stalker. If you have two stalkers, then you won't know who I'm talking about.
one is enough for me. I am content with one stalker.
Well, here we go. We got Yankus the Great saying, "Chat, should I sim for the Dragon Woman?" And I think you should. Yes.
No, simping is gay. You know.
No, it's not.
D-
It's
don't don't.
actually it's actually an evolutionary trait. Like, you can't have a productive society without men sipping. Like, think about it. You have a pretty woman. She just sits over there, and like no one approaches her because like they don't know their personality. But like, what type of person would want to go next to a woman to learn their personality? Now, I don't want an answer because like we're trying to keep you not sexist. So, uh, let's begin with this. Okay, I will show the chat this particular photograph. And this is, yeah, like
Look at
this.
this photograph.
Look at this photograph. Yes. Hold on. Let me see if I can put it on the screen. I actually was called the grifteur because I had to point it out that she doesn't fit the role. So on the left we have Sophie Turner. On the right we would have how Lara Croft would have appeared if she was played by Sydney Sweeney, who has great genes.
Very great genes.
Very great genes. Yeah, no, like the thing is, Sophie Turner is a really good looking actress. I mean, she was in Game of Thrones. She was in X Men. She played as Phoenix. I know that she can look feminine, but the thing is, like, the problem here is that the entire makeup team and the entire, like the professional team that got her to pose and stuff, they tried to make her look like Trinity from The Matrix. Like they really tried to make her look as like she has the body pose of a guy that's about to beat you up. Like if you go in a bar in a club and you have the bouncer that tells you, hey, what are you doing here? Get lost, kid. That's the body poses that they would have.
Oh yeah, cause like you can tell that she's a woman based off her face. Like if you were just to block off the body and just had the face, she wouldn't look really that bad actually. But if you block off the face and just look at the body, other than the tits that kind of could be mistaken as chest muscles
Don't
at the same
advantage
time.
her. Yes, this is how Romanian women speak, Amalgamyte. Like the chest in this picture, the t-shirt isn't to her advantage.
Yeah,
Ah,
like it, she just the whole pose, the body language about it, she just it very looks masculine. Even if the arms are a little bit skinny, it just it's a really awkward pose. Like it doesn't actually make her chest pop at all. Like you can actually kind of see like her rib cage instead, like jutting out there, kind of like a man's, because like a man has a triangle, versus a woman are supposed to be more like an hourglass.
I think that's
And
such a good
so.
point. Holy shit. Yes, like I think this is what's the uncanny valley. You definitely can see the abs,
Mhm.
and it's making like again, this is not by a team of professionals, right? Like this is not her just like taking a photo. Like there is an entire studio that decided to take this picture for a promotional release, and so like they had people telling her how to stay, what to do, how the lighting should go up, what the background should be. And yeah, I do think it's the chest muscles that's the issue here.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, there are ways even for flat-chested women to be able to pop out their hips a little bit to actually have the more curvy figure, that all women like naturally have. But when this pose, in this lighting, this makeup, the shirt, everything else that they done with it, it makes her look more like she's gotten the triangle figure that a man has instead, where the shoulders are wide and the hips are more narrow. Yeah, in the pose she does pop up the hip a little bit, but if you just look at the entirety of the thing, it just looks really awkward, uncomfortable, and just not like it doesn't. It looks. She just looks too masculine overall. The hip hop it doesn't really do anything.
Would you say she looks like Trinity from The Matrix?
I had to look up the lady. But I I guess yes, to a certain degree. I mean, I would almost argue that Trinity from the Matrix is actually a little bit more feminine because at least her chest looks a lot nicer in the latex and leather that they have for her.
See, the thing
Um,
is, like, if
but
I say these things, right, people will say
mhm,
that I'm a misogynistic pig, but I
well,
think
you
that they're
are.
just common sense things.
Liking women and finding women attractive makes you a misogynist.
Yeah, like
You're
having
from the
preference in
Gamergate
women.
days. You should know this.
If you have like preference in wine, that's fine. If you have preference in women, that's misogynistic.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, so we got M2M2 that says that his rate stays at $2 per minute of voice chat. So basically, if you talk 10 minutes with him, you manage to get $20. M2M2 says that he wonders if he's autistic or insane. Amal, you're a Tumblr girl who jacks to Wansler and Jim Carrey, raps to Kanye, and banned Witchers after calling him the N word during Exorcist movie night. Hey, Pot Bitkel, did you ban a guy for saying the N word during the movie night?
Oh yeah, he's my mod, and I was trolling him, and then
Ah,
I unbanned him.
so
So
I was wondering. It's like, have you joined any anti-racist courses? And you're like, if you spot any type of people making an unsafe space, you need to ban them. M2 says Amal having 5 or more alternative accounts means squat if I'm getting blocked for foolish reasons. But I still do care about you, Amal, despite your words. Did you ban M2 for foolish reasons?
yes,
Did you
I
see
hated
him?
money.
Did you see him and said this is foolishness, and you banned him?
Yes. Hmm.
Amal, it's pointless to hide or delete his super chats, then block ban him. They'll show up on your stream video, and I can just super chat V instead. He found the loophole. Have fun on the side scrollers, Amal. It will be. Are you going to the side scrollers?
Yeah, on Monday.
Hmm. I should go there too. Like, I understand that people want me, but I've never gotten invited. Um,
I can
I
put in a word for you.
You should. I love good curves, hips plus rear. Flat chest is okay. No, I'm sorry, but the Itty Bitty Titty Committee is a terrorist organization.
I believe it's a government psyop.
Anyway, right. Let's look at what else you've presented me. Oh, I think we can just discuss this because it's not going to take very long. I mean, this one is supposed to go really fast. Um, they usually say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So I'll just put this on the screen, and I think I could just let the picture do the talking.
Okay, chat says that Lab said that she contacted you. So you need to check your Twitter DMs apparently.
Why would they contact me and not be in my Twitter DMs? Like that's weird. Because I usually respond to everything that I get. For some fucking reason, it's difficult to show the picture. So let me see if I can come up with something. Okay, I think I did it. Right,
We are professional streamers, chat.
we are.
We know exactly what we're doing
Right.
at all
Listen,
times.
listen. How do I? Okay, describe this
Uh-huh.
picture without appearing racist.
Uh Okay, so for YouTube, this is a description. So the first third of the photo is a black woman,
Mm-hmm.
and the second third of the photo is a black woman as a blue alien, and next to a cancer-ridden lesbian. And then the last third of the photo is also the blue alien as a black woman, um, type of deal. And two out of the black woman and then the black woman as the blue alien are fat for no other particular reason, and then the lesbian is, well, very, very sickly looking and very, very thin.
Vegan. We call it
Um,
vegan. You know what I
Vegan,
okay,
yes.
listen, before you get my show demonetized, look. Our show actually. Our show. Listen. That lady seems very familiar to me. Is she Opera?
No, definitely not. Oprah is a million times older than she is.
Okay. Cause I don't
Also,
want to be accused of all aliens look alike to me, but I know I have seen her before.
well, they usually recast the same like few
Aliens.
black women. Uh Ellie, you said it, not me.
I know that she's a blue
Over.
alien. Like, do we have any Trekkies in the chat? Like, what species is she? She's not a Klingon, right? Because like Klingons have like different skulls. Oh shit. I mean to say that like Klingons have that thing on their forehead. She is she's definitely like someone that watches Star Trek probably knows. Uh,
Yeah.
but the thing that you pointed out, like I was looking at like the cancer patient, as you say, um, and I guess like in the Star Trek future they banned LASIK and they banned Ozempic. That's the only explanation that I can have. Because this is like supposed to be Star Trek, right? Like it's the world of plenty, and there's like no more health issues. There's no more problems. Like you finally have like a post scarcity society.
I guess. Oh, because clearly being significantly overweight is very healthy at that far in the future, as well as being basically anorexic. So there's no such thing as an in between. It's one or the other. In the far future.
The thing is though, um, I was told by someone on Twitter, it's like, well, V, it's like this. Just because Ozempic exists in the future doesn't mean everyone has to take it. And so, like, the person generally chooses to be fat. And I'm like, okay, so the person chooses to gasp for breath after going up a flight of stairs. Like, is this what we're going
Yes.
with? Like, is this your final answer?
Well, they are strong, independent women. They can do whatever they want. Clearly, they know they are high-ranking commands. Well, I think the black chick is actually technically one of the new cadets,
Yeah.
based off
Apparently,
what I've seen.
she swallowed the communication thingy.
No, that's a different actress. That's also fat and also
So
a woman.
you're telling me that for my perspective, all aliens look the same.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Um, no, see, there is. So I saw this. There, one of the links I sent you was a clip from the show, and it's just it's everything DEI you can possibly imagine. Not a single white
Oh yeah,
straight man
I
in
don't think like
sight.
I full disclosure. I don't think they will ever be able to make a Star Trek more progressive than this. Like I believe they have finally reached the next destination. Like this is the final frontier. You cannot like physically possibly like even if you hire like the most talented writer is Cat Francisco and you give him like any type of tools they ask for, they will never be able to make a more progressive Star Trek than this. And the thing is, I kept saying the reason they make new Star Treks is to make you think that the previous one wasn't that fucking bad. Because if you compare this to Discovery, you can now literally say, yeah, you know what, Discovery, maybe I judged it too harshly. Maybe Discovery wasn't that fucking bad. It was awful, don't get me wrong. It wasn't bad. Kind of the same with Terminator, right? Like, remember when Terminator 3 came out? And people were like, it's horrible. And then, like, the Terminator where they kill John Connor comes out. And everyone is like, what the fuck? Like, maybe Terminator 3 wasn't that bad. And this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. But I don't think that they can ever make a new Star Trek that's actually worse than this. It's impossible. They can make another one like this. Like, it will be at the same level. But it will never be any worse. They have finally played the bingo card. They have gone through all the check boxes. Do you think I'm
I
wrong?
mean, are you sure
A
about
hundred
that?
percent.
Because seeing, because I mean, I didn't see any male to female the people. Um,
Do you know what? I think you're right. I think like if they would actually show a trans surgery live, that would, like it's Star Trek. You get to see a TV show, and it's like, Doctor, bring me the anesthetic, and they actually start doing it. Then okay, fine. Like I would be able to say yes in that situation, but I don't think they will. So no.
I mean, this is only based off like I think the first two episodes, so who knows? Maybe later in the season, they'll have that because it's not looking good so far, at all. I mean, there's already DEI training, and very strong, independent women, and actually the most progressive, actually the most arguably base, but also most progressive part of it is in that clip with the DEI training. The guy who is a cocky asshole and is sexist is actually a uh person of color, to say the least. And instead of not being a non POC, and it's like, oh, okay, finally we got something new. Uh, something more
Okay,
original.
hold on. I want to do something. Like
Uh,
this is why I want to have AI as a co-host, because it would be so fucking cool. You can just ask them and they will tell you the shit. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT the following, right? I'm going to make a prompt here, and I will say, since Hollywood loves the strong, independent woman archetype, how would a extremely weak, dependent woman as a character look like? I'm actually curious to see. Like,
I'm
okay, so picture a character who's the mirror universe version of Hollywood that can do anything heroin. Not a villain, not a joke, just someone whose superpower is needing people. If you write her with care, she can be heartbreaking, funny, infuriating, and weirdly compelling. She'd look like this. Her posture and space usage tell on her. She hovers at the edge of rooms, half turned towards whoever she feels is the safest. Hands busy with a sleeve, a strap, or a cup. She doesn't take up space, she bottoms it. When she sits, she perches like she's ready to evacuate. Eye contact comes in flashes, like she's checking the weather. I'm already sold on this fucking character! I'm already sold on this fucking character! Like, I want to protect. Like, I'm literally like,
the
dude.
masculine urge to protect is
Yeah,
strong.
literally. Like, if you put a character like this in a movie, within 10 seconds, I'm hooked. Like, okay. Her voice is outsourced. Lots of soft questions, qualifier, permission seeking. Is it okay if? Do you think I should? She might echo other people's opinions almost instantly, not from deceit, but from panic at being wrong alone. If she disagrees, it leaks out sideways. A tiny whines, a delayed actually, followed by a retreat. Her dependency has rules. It's not just helpless, it's a pattern. She attaches fast, intensely, to a protector type, a friend, a partner, a boss, even a stranger who's kind once. She overgives in small ways to earn continued support, constant availability, people pleasing, agreeing to things she hates. She fears abandonment so much she will tolerate mild misery as well. Isn't this like an anime chick though?
Wait.
Oh, in your head, it's like, oh my god, that's just like me. Oh my god, that's just my mom. Sounds like an actual woman. Holy shit. Chat, I killed the
Oh my
Amalgamyte. I'm sorry, chat.
I don't I don't I don't like this. I feel uncomfortable. You're the
Shred-
one being sad. You're worried about me being a sexist on today's stream, and now you're the true sexist
that
here.
was the AI. That was the AI. I didn't do jack shit.
I don't know. You seem to be enjoying that AI.
Shredderator says, look, V, would you rather have $100 in banknotes or coins? That's my position on the chess question. It doesn't make sense, though. Like 100. Okay. Like, if you have it in coins, there's a lot of coins. But we're talking about tit size. like $100 is the same in coins or the same in banknotes in value. So I don't get it.
He's
Uh,
basically trying to say boobs are boobs.
no,
Like so, $100 is $100. Boobs are
no,
boobs, even
no,
if
and
there's no
no,
boobs.
no, and even the example, like, no, I reject it. Like $100 in coins is an inconvenience. It's still $100, but now you can't, right? Like you can't carry it around easily. No, it's not. It's not the same. Star
But
Trek.
wouldn't that be close? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go on, go on.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that be closer to the big boobs then? Because like it wouldn't be easy to carry around like that, back pain,
Yeah, but I'm not the one carrying
bigger.
them. Like I don't understand. Like, okay, I don't want to have big tits on me. I want to have a woman with big tits, and carrying it is her problem. And even then, you go to the kitchen, you lift them up, and she goes like, "Oh, that feels so good," and that makes you validated as a man. So yeah.
That
Um,
that is true.
Star Trek: The Next Generation actually has an episode about gender identity being about a totalitarian, genderless society, the outcast. Orville actually has a legitimate episode about gender identity, and it's fucking awesome. V, you missed the chat. Don't be a slack. I have a job. Okay, hold on. Holy shit. I don't want to upset M2M2. I missed the chat.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know your place, V.
he said, I don't stock Amalgamyte. He's too busy working. What does he
Ah,
do for a job,
yes.
Amalgamyte?
I don't want to know.
Oh, okay. But he is working.
Respectable, I guess,
Alright.
in its own way.
I mean, he does make money, so he must do something. Like, he actually proves that he is a provider by.
Yeah, but that's not enough. I'm sorry. Welcome to inflation. It's 2026, and you need more than just a job.
Do you put that on your Tinder? You need more than just a job.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh, okay.
alright. Kathleen Kennedy is officially leaving Lucasfilm. Oh my god. Has she destroyed everything she touched though?
Pretty much. Though I will I don't mean to defend her, but this will probably come across as this. But basically, the thing is, well, she's the head, and she's definitely a huge, made the probably the main problem as for why Star Wars and the other Lucasfilms died. It's not just her; it's the entirety of Hollywood in general. I
Hmm.
mean, you look at Disney. I mean, we're just talking about the whole new Star Trek TV show that came out. Everybody that's
La
underneath
si sa
her,
alerge după
in the
coroane.
lower echelons, are part of this problem too. So, like, even if she steps down, she'll be replaced by somebody who's gonna be just as bad as her. Maybe even worse, maybe slightly better, but it's not gonna be anything like super, super crazy. Because it's a whole, well,
Don't you
ideology
think?
after all that's
Don't you
captured
think?
Hollywood.
Don't you think like wokeness is dying, and so maybe we're going to see a change?
I don't actually think wokeness is dying.
Hmm.
Um, to a same degree that a lot of other people are saying, because I mean, when it comes to anything that's new that's coming out in the next like 4 years roughly, this has been already been in development since about 2020. Because to make movies and TV shows and video games, it takes quite a few years. So anything new that we're going to see in the next few years is going to be during the peak, woke era with it. So hence the Star Trek show that just came out with it. So we're gonna be seeing that stuff for a while. Um, but it might be toned down a little bit, but I see it as taking, a couple steps back so in the future they can take a few steps forward again, because they might be losing the culture war at the moment, but they're not happy about it. You can see the leftists that are crying every day on Twitter about like ICE, for example, over on Blue Sky, what happened with Charlie Kirk, the whole differences of reality with
Oh,
Renee
yeah.
Good
Hold on,
between
hold
the
on.
right and
Like
the left. And
obviously, the left ideology isn't dying, but I'm talking
right,
about
but
like the Star Trek girl boss type of thing, because like it just doesn't sell. you know, and you can grift off of it and you can get the SG lows, but at some point, if it doesn't sell, like the gravy train stops running. And I think, like, with Lara Croft, like the new game where she actually looks like a woman, is a change. And so I actually do expect that we are going to start seeing shows that, you know, they're still not as they used to be, but you're not going to be sat down at a table and be lectured about pronouns.
I think maybe things like that will definitely be toned down, but you're still gonna see the strong independent woman. You're still gonna have that diversity hires within it, for sure. There is something called bridge, and it's not because of the gravy train and the ESG. It's simply because of the ideology. It's about the message. It's about inundating the youth with this belief that, yeah, well, the DI belief, for lack of better terms, since I'm not exactly the best at euphemisms and I'm a bit blunt, um, on different things. And so they're going to keep on pushing it. They're taking just a few steps back so they can take a few steps forward again when they feel like they get a chance. Right now, they're backpedaling because they're losing, but they're not happy about it. And they will do everything they can to control culture, because if they control culture in the media, then they will control the narrative and what people believe. And that's why they find anime to be such a threat. That's why they're going after Japan, with everything they got, because anime is the alternative and so many more people are happy with it. If they get rid of anime and ruin anime too, which there has been a significant quality decrease in anime over the past 5 to 10 years, then, well, people won't have alternatives anymore, and everybody's going to be dealing with the same sloppa.
Hmm. Do you know what Kathleen Kennedy said about Indiana Jones? She said that she doesn't think that people want another Indiana Jones right now. And I wondered why that is. And then I realized something, like what Indiana Jones, James Bond, and a lot of these TV shows had in common. Sorry, these movies had in common. They had like a lot of quirky shit, right? Like Indiana Jones goes to a temple, he takes an item from a pedestal, and then a boulder comes and he runs really fast, right? Now, here's the interesting thing about it. It's batshit crazy, ridiculous, doesn't make any sense. You know, like how did ancient people make such a trap that withstood for for hundreds of years without, you know? But in the movie, they take it very seriously. Like in the movie, no one makes fun of it. In the movie, there's no questioning it. You know, Indiana Jones doesn't have a snarky remark about it. And I think like when you have like a James Bond that is like putting his the Doctor Evil is putting Bond on a bed and it's like a laser coming up and the evil guy goes like, oh, I need to go feed my sharks. Like within that universe, it's treated as serious. It's treated as real. Modern writers, I think they don't want to be viewed as a joke. Like they don't want to be clowned upon. So they constantly need the characters to have like a quirk, to make fun of it, to make some joke, to do the Marvel shit. And I think like that's why they can't write it. If they wrote Indiana Jones now, first of all, like they would get Harrison Ford from the geriatrics hospital again, and they would just make it so that it's unserious within the universe, and they would also have the strong independent woman.
There's definitely a problem within the writing about seriousness. They're have to cover it with like 10 layers of irony because nobody wants to be sensitive and emotional anymore. Um, if they are, it's within the safe, horny stereotype with different things, or it's emasculating men, and some making them cry instead of the strong, independent woman. Some form of that. Everything else has to just be fake.
Did you
Um,
actually notice that
and
like women don't cry in movies anymore?
yeah, they don't
Like
because
that
they
is
show.
not a single movie that came out after 2016 where you have a woman crying. You have women crying all the fucking time in anime. You have women crying all the fucking time in reality. But like you don't
Yeah.
have women crying in Hollywood at all.
Nope. Basically the roles have got completely inverted. Women are now the masculine role, where they're strong, emotionless, can take down five guys in one swing, and then men are weak, incompetent, emotional, crying all the time, super insecure. Need pick me up by the strong woman, and that's just basically been the writing for the over 10 years now.
Yeah. I was watching Friends, and in Friends,
Mhm.
like it's not a telenovela, sitcom, right? They cry all the time. Even in the Big Bang Theory, Penny cries, but that's because like it was made before 2016. You just don't have women crying anymore. And I think it's like it's not like an artistic choice. It's like there are scenes where it would make sense to show some vulnerability because like again if a character feels vulnerable, especially if it's a woman, like men want to protect, so like it endears the character, like Aqua from Konosuba, right? Like the reason so many people like her is literally because she cries and she's a useless goddess, right? Like she's
Yeah,
not,
I
yeah.
can't stand her.
Yeah, like most people can't stand her, but men really like her. Like, let me put it this way: you can't stand her, but I'm willing to bet you would go on an adventure with her.
Probably not. She's insufferable. I don't like Konosuba. I watched the first season and I was like, I don't like
Okay,
this.
let me put it this way: you have Captain Marvel, right? And she looks at you
Hmm.
with her resting bitch face, or
Yeah.
you have Aqua, and you can go on
Okay,
an
Aqua.
adventure. Yeah, go into an adventure. You go to the mall. You go clothes shoppings to the mall. I'm willing to bet you and Aqua would actually get along.
I don't know. A woman and I don't get along that well. But chat mentioned Darkness, and Darkness was definitely the best girl out of
Hmm.
the three from the first season that I watched.
She was weird. I recall Kanye West and Ludacris. Amal is a gold digger. She ain't into no broke neighbor. She's dangerous. And take your dough looking for a prize. Are you a gold digger, Amal?
I really wouldn't consider myself one, frankly, but whatever it takes to make him 10 feet away, so yes.
Okay, listen. There's this guy, really charismatic, really good looking, but he's broke.
Okay.
He's well, not he's not broke. He's a truck driver, but like most of the money he makes, he has to put
Well,
it back in the truck, right? And so
well, that's not how truck driving works, but I get the point of your
would you date
hypothetical
him?
here.
Would you date him?
Does he want uh me to be a stay-at-home wife one day and have kids,
I mean, maybe,
or
but
at
like
least try to be?
yeah, but like he's driving the truck.
I mean, that's fine. If he have the same values as me, like I know it's really hard to become a stay-at-home wife these days, but at least he's willing to try. And he wants kids, then yeah.
Jesus. See, if you are in Eastern Europe, like every
Hmm.
man would be like stay-at-home wife. Like, why? What's wrong with you? Like, no, you need to go to work. We'll have two incomes in the household, right? It's like
Yes, sorry, I reject the equality nonsense.
it's not equality nonsense. It's survival nonsense, right? Like, what the fuck are you going
Well,
to do at home all day? I have a Roomba, okay? I can get a cleaning lady for like $100. Why do I need you at home? Go get a fucking job or work. Hey, you can stay at home and make YouTube videos. That counts.
well, if I'm going to go into the nitty-gritty details, the first 5 to 6 years of a child's life is the most fundamentally
We have
um important
grandparents,
ones.
Amalgamite. Like, God has
But
given
that's but
grandparents to the world.
uh but the child desperately needs the mother, especially
Yeah,
during those first few years, because after being grown inside her for 9 months, there's some huge emotional attachment with them, and so by immediately handing off the baby at such a young age, that causes a huge emotional distress and problems with it.
your
Like it
mother will
causes.
groom the child just like every other Eastern European woman.
Yes, exactly. And then after that, homeschooling, because the public school system sucks and private school is way too expensive,
Hmm.
and it's much better for the child's development that way too.
Hmm. You're right, taking it seriously is what anime still does that impress me. It's ridiculous, but 100% serious. Yeah. Like Konosubas, as we're talking about it, right? A lot of the
Hmm.
stuff is ridiculous, but like within the anime, is treated seriously. And like this is what modern Hollywood writers have forgot to do. It's like, okay, you can actually have a corny thing that will get the Rags and Mahler on EFAP to spurg out. It's not logical. It doesn't make logical sense. And critical drinker to chug on his alcohol. And it will still be good. You can literally have it Transformers, for instance, right? It had like Megan Fox, that us. And it was just like robots beating each other up. And like everyone was like, oh, it's such a stupid movie. But it worked because like within the movie, they took it fucking seriously. Oh, you got a grade that actually takes you through the Pentagon. And in a high military area, and apparently like they didn't check their ventilation system and it can be infiltrated that way by like some random civilian. Who fucking cares, right? Because like within they actually were treating that as a genuine infiltration. They don't do that anymore. Do you know
No, they
how?
do not.
Okay, take it. Okay. Listen.
Huh?
Do you know how they call British police officers since Keir Starmer managed to become prime minister?
The Stasi?
Stormtroopers.
Oh. Okay, that's pretty good actually.
I know. I was sitting on the bathroom and I was like, you know what? Starmer troopers, but Stormtroopers. Ah.
That is clever.
Speaking of James Bond, someone should draw Amalgamyte's avatar in a hot cocktail dress, like one of the femme fatales in a spy movie or a noir flick. I should actually. I mean, I can get the AI to do that.
Yeah, or I can call him one of my artists, but
Yeah.
they probably won't, to be honest.
Only fascist Stalinist women cry. Democratic women just suck it up and go back to work. I think it's the other way
Well, I
around.
guess. I'm like, I guess I'm a fascist Stalinist woman. You know, back in the day, back when I was like an SJW, and a little bit after as I was leaving it too, I firmly like one believed in the whole like well, it was more the boys don't cry, but I applied it to myself. Of just like women are too emotional, women are pathetic. I hate women so much, and I'm gonna not cry. I from a and I did it from actually a pretty young age, where I just refused to let myself cry from like 8 years old to about 16, more or less, with it, and then I finally cried for like the first time in 8 years, and since then it's just been I've let myself go.
I don't know. I mean, I think like crying is a sign of maturity. It like, okay, it depends on when and why do you cry, but if I suppose like women regulate their hormonal phase by crying and you do it at home next to people you trust, like that's fine. But like if you're going to start crying in public, like let's say I'm running a business, okay, and I'm at a shareholder meeting or some shit, and I deliver some bad news, and then one of the shareholders starts crying. Like that's extremely inappropriate, right?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
There's a time and place.
There's a time and place exactly.
Hmm.
All right. Amal was a former SJW. That is funny. When you a former SJW though?
Yeah, I was when I was about between the ages about 12 to 14.
Did you get anyone canceled?
Actually, yeah,
Jesus.
in real life.
Good God. What happened?
There was this fat chick in my class, and she was very overweight, with it, and one of the guys in the class was making a bunch of really less than
Based
ideal
accusations.
jokes about her.
He had based
Uh,
opinions.
yeah, about it, and like during like lunch, and cause like I went to a small class, and so and I told her about it, and she was clearly upset, and then somehow it got to the teachers, as well, and I felt so proud of myself because the teachers brought me in, and I was like the mediator between like uh the guy who called the little fat jokes and her and the teacher there, and I was like, yeah, I did something right.
Was it
I did.
were there like good fat jokes like did it make you laugh or they were like really bad?
I mean, a mix of both. I mean, we're talking like, 10-year-old jokes, kind of like that, those kind of deal.
Was it like your
Um,
mama's so fat, the picture of her came down the wall? Or it's
a
like,
mix of that and like calling her like a whale and like, just very basic bitch fat jokes, ones that were very accurate looking back.
be like, do you have difficulty going to port cities? It's like, what do you mean? Well, if there's a whaler there, it might actually start firing harpoons. And
kind of something like that, yeah, actually.
hmm.
Oh, with that, and since then, I've been like, man, now I feel really, really bad, cause like that is the very definition of like, uh, well, one, cancel culture and the DI training and the woke police there, and I have since regretted that many, many a time since then.
I remember when I was actually taken to the principal. I was like a horrible cheeky little shit, which kind of scares me because I realize that my son may actually resemble me in personality wise, and it's like okay. And I was I was also like dragged. I forgot exactly what I did. I think like I beat up a kid or some shit. Oh yeah. I hired the school bully to beat someone else that was charging to do homework for others. Like you pay him $10 and he does your homework. The problem with that was that I came up with the grift. And so I paid the school bully to shut down his competition. And anyway, right, it ends up all the way to the teachers. And I'm sitting there in front of the principal, and the principal says that he's going to like if it becomes more serious, like I could get expelled. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. And I was very polite about it. Like, do you know how much I hate school? Like, I wake up at 8 a.m. I have to do here. I have to go through all these things that I don't care about. Like, we have religion, we have physical education, we have drawing, we have music. I don't want to be here. I generally don't. I just want to get my grades and get out. You're threatening me with a good time. Like, you're telling me that I wouldn't have to do this. That was extremely difficult.
That's actually pretty based actually. Just to be
Yeah,
forthright with them
I,
like that.
I know, I know. My
Make them
parents, my
realize maybe
parents
it's not the
weren't
best.
amused. My mom had the
Yeah.
chancla. My mom had the chancla, and it's like,
Uh, uh.
and I even told my mom, you know what? I will suffer through it because the satisfaction of telling the principal that to his face is much better than any pain you can inflict.
Nice.
I think I was like,
I.
yeah, I was like 14 or so at the time. So
Oh,
like,
that's the age that I got called to the principal's office too.
yeah. It's the age. It's the age where many men become cheeky little shits, and you're testing boundaries and stuff. And I literally thought it's like, okay, so if I talk bad shit in his face, like, what will happen? I was like, oh well, he's going to tell my mom. What will my mom do? Well, she's probably going to punish me. Is the punishment worth the satisfaction of telling it that in his face? And the answer was yes. So it's like, okay.
In my case, I got called in because I was an atheist and I went to a Catholic school.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I went to an
yeah.
evangelical school, but not even I was that stupid to tell them that I'm an atheist.
Oh, the thing is, like, I wasn't like openly an atheist. I mean, I guess I was with like the fellow students, but they didn't really care. It was the end of eighth grade, and literally like less than a week of school left. I think we had like 2 days left in school or something like that, and we got this new fat bitch fucking principal. Um, and around the same like close to the end of the school year there, because the other guy just dipped out. Um, and I had some problems with my family life and everything like that. And I guess it was more a little bit more obvious than I kind of realized about things. And so they had a talk with me to uh try to get me to come to Jesus.
You know what I would have done? You know what I would have done? It's like, listen,
Uh-huh.
teacher, don't get me wrong. It's not what you think. Okay, it's not what you think. I'm not that type of an atheist. I'm just reading Confucius recently, and the whole philosophy is so persuasive. Like, everything makes sense. And did you know that like the Chinese Empire was using Confucianism as their bedrock for society? And it's like if people were using it for like that long, for thousands of years, they were using Confucianism. They can't be wrong. Camilo, like there must be something right there.
I wasn't that clever. See, the thing is, like, this is where the woman comes out, and I'm scared of authority.
Mm.
And so I just sat there while I was lectured about how I was going to be going to hell, and how I would be kicked out of school, even though we literally had 2 to 3 days left of school, and I was in eighth grade, and all this different stuff. And I just sat there while she just went off on me. And I just
You
was
know,
like,
like
okay.
teacher, listen. You know what Confucius says? Confucius says that we can't really understand the universe. It's always in flux. And sometimes, like if I'm going to go to hell, like that's my destination, that's where I'll be. I just swim with the tide.
I wish I was that clever, but no. I just kind of dealt with it.
The thing is, like,
So,
usually when you have ideologues, if you place them in a situation that they don't really have a script for it, they just get, like, stuck for a couple of seconds. Like, they just get, like, their
mhm.
break.
Oh yeah. But that requires being argumentative and confrontational, and I'm not that. So,
Do you think that Jankus is the person that you've got into trouble? Because, like, he gave a super chat saying it was a joke, good God. Do you think, like, he was the Joker?
um maybe?
Hmm. It is possible.
Mhm.
Right, let me see what else you gave me. So, we talked about the Star Trek Academy. We talked about um, Kathleen Kennedy. What is this? Record over Carnage. Oh yeah, the records that Kathleen Kennedy left us. All right, let's look at this. So, I wonder, like, how much is it her fault versus how much it's like Hollywood investors and telling them like they need DEI and shit. But over a dozen high-profile canceled projects. See, this is something that I didn't know about. But yes, apparently, like people would give her money. It's like go start the project. She would do it. People would watch the screening, and it's like shit. We can't sell this. Okay, cancel it. And they would give her another project. Star Wars trilogy that damaged the brand. This is absolutely true. Like, there used to be a time it's like, oh my god, the new Star Wars movie, right? And you feel like your heart pumping in your chest, and you're like, you can't wait to go see it. Now, if I hear this new Star Wars TV show, I don't even watch it. Like, there was the one, The Apprentice, or whatever the fuck it was called. Came and went. I was even curious to see what it's about. Indiana Jones 5 came and went like a fart in the wind. One of the main things with Indiana is that Harrison Ford was hot. Now, it wasn't turning me on, but like I know every single woman that watched Indiana Jones, like they had the poster of the guy without a shirt and his chest over there, and they were salivating over Harrison Ford, right? Now, to bring him out of the hospital, like to bring the poor man, he was like 85, and to try to put him in an action movie where he has to swing a whip, that's elderly abuse. Like I know that men age like fine wine, and usually if you have like a 45-year-old
They
man,
do.
like a lot of women like that. But
Oh
even
yeah.
wine, yeah, even wine gets rancid after a point. Like you
It
can't.
turns into vinegar a
It
little
turns into
bit.
vinegar. Yes,
Mhm.
an inability to get anything made, even simple slap dog projects like Rogue Squadron. The Willow series was a complete disaster, and there's no way to legally watch it anymore. Outside of Rogue One and Andor, there's simply nothing under her name. And I would say that Rogue One was successful just because of that last 20 seconds at the end when Darth Vader shows up.
I don't even really remember too much about it. I actually saw Rogue One in the movie theaters when it came out, and I barely remember anything about it other than diversity, and that's it.
I tried to justify simping. Listen, Jankos, it's like trying to justify a hurricane or a storm. They're like forces of nature. Like you objectively need to realize that they will happen. And the moment you make peace with that, Cletus says that you're going to have a much more healthy mind. Do you know who Euclides is? He's a Greek
uh,
philosopher. He teaches Stoicism. He teaches you not to cry. I'm not kidding.
Ah, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, he sounded familiar, but I was like, I'm not sure where.
Yeah, Euclides teaches that you shouldn't worry about things that you can't influence and affect.
I mean, that's actually not a bad mentality to have.
He
It's
lit.
just that for some reason I'm suicidal as a joke, YouTube, and I like politics.
Listen, Euclides
Yeah.
says that in your life, it's like navigating a nice calm sea. And every now and then, you have friends that drag you into their storms. And if you get involved with their problems, you end up constantly being surrounded by storms. And you're wasting a lot of effort trying to navigate your little ship. And so the only way to do good is to distance yourself from those friends.
Sorry.
Euclides was very smart.
I said, yeah, he sounds like it, but
Uh,
that's normally my mentality for things.
Blue Stellar Wave. Well, see, if Short Fat Otaku had that mentality, he wouldn't be where he is now. Blue Stellar Wave. Holy shit! Thank you for 40 euros. Not even euros. That's valuable. Kathleen left us with burnt flesh and scorched earth. Yeah, to be honest, like, if I was China and I was to hire an asset to destroy Disney, I'm like, American soft power is destroying our movies. We can't sell Wolf Warrior because of Star Wars. We need to find someone to destroy Disney. I don't feel like they could have hired anyone from the Chinese Republic, from the People's Republic of China that would do a better job than Kathleen Kennedy did. You just can't. Listen,
I
Amalgamyte.
mean, not that I can think of the top of my head.
Let me put it
I
this
don't.
way. If I have a time machine and I put you instead of Kathleen Kennedy, would you be able to torch those IPs as thoroughly as she did?
I guess the only thing that could possibly be worse is because everybody considers like Rogue One at least meh.
Hmm.
So if that was an absolute bomb, Andor was hit or miss depending on who you ask. And then there was that what was it? Mandalorian. Everyone loved the first season, right? If that also was dog shit. I think those three things were like the only thing that was kind of like allowing the Star Wars franchise to limp along just a little bit longer, especially the Mandalorian because of the Baby Yoda stuff. So if those weren't actually successful in the little bit that they were, I think it could have been worse.
Okay, listen. You're right. Like, I love how you did the math. It's like, how can I be worse than Kathleen Kennedy? It's like, okay, well, what did she do good? If I do that bad, then it evens out. But you'd also have to make all of the other movies just as bad as she did them.
I mean, I'm sure I could probably do that. All you need to do is put a fat black woman in, a male to female, and some lesbians, and then no white guys, and bam, you could make anything shit with that.
I mean, didn't she do literally that?
Well, yes, and so it's a pretty easy recipe to replicate. All you just need to do is follow the woke ideology, and
Yeah,
I
but like,
guess to
what,
have
what if
experience.
you actually get a black fat woman that's talented? Because like, you notice that
Uh,
like there are actually
I can't
see
say.
like this is the problem. No, like seriously, this is the problem, right? Think about Eddie Murphy. Like I grew up with Eddie Murphy, and he played Doctor Doolittle, and in Doctor Doolittle he plays an entire family, including the black fat woman that's his mother and his wife. Like there's like a table where there's 5 Eddie Murphys sitting. I generally like don't know how like that actor managed to fall. It's like he was probably so talented that they managed to kick him out of Hollywood. But my point is, it's like you can get an Eddie Murphy that's so fucking talented, and he gets into your Star Wars, and all of a sudden it doesn't suck.
Yeah, but here's this thing. Harvey Weinstein is now locked behind bars, and so therefore it's really easy just to pick some really bad people, especially some ugly fucking bitches. So it's the whole point is to purposely choose people that are not actually good. They just pass the diversity checklist. Um, because ever since Harvey Weinstein's been gone, there's been a noticeable drop in attractive ladies, that's for sure. Uh,
It's true they
also all
couldn't
you
replace
just
him.
do is just
Couldn't replace him.
yeah.
Man. It was irreplaceable. Do you
So
know?
so you know you just
Do you know what the? Do you know
it's not
what Eddie Murphy does now? Because I just checked.
no. He's
He
before my time.
really? You've never
I
seen?
am a zoomer.
Okay. Yeah, but you need to watch the class. No, seriously, like he is insanely funny. Um, he's singing reggae. Apparently, he's really good at it. I will show you
That
some.
is such a stereotype,
I know.
but I won't say anything
I know.
else.
No, I will show you some clips of Eddie Murphy. Like, the man is legitimately, unironically funny. Like, he's a fucking legend.
Okay.
You don't believe? Don't believe? Okay, it's fine.
Oh.
After this live stream, I will show you. I can't show you now because copyright, but after, I will show you. Crate from Sidescroller has a physical copy of Concord. The case is worth 25,000 USD. Fuck, I knew that's the case. I unironically knew that would be the case. Like, this video game is going to become so fucking expensive for those of you that still has it, simply because it's the worst video game in human history. Like, it's worse than Extraterrestrials, right? Do you know what A.T., the video game, is?
E.T.
Yeah.
The video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it on the Atari?
Yeah, do you know the history of it?
Yeah, they got buried in a bunch of sand in the middle of a desert.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that, but you don't know Eddie Murphy. I'm disappointed. But yes,
I
correct.
mean,
Like, they, back then, you know, you didn't have, like, digital downloads, right? So, like, you had to buy a physical copy. And they said, oh, well, we're going to make this video game after the movie, and so it's going to sell a lot. Problem is, video game is shit. And so, literally, no one buys it, and you have, like, so many cartridges that they have to bury them in Nevada. And that is considered the worst video game in human history. Like, the biggest flop. It destroys the Atari. And now,
right.
Concord is the worst flop. Like, they lost, I think, like $400 million or some shit. That goes beyond Extraterrestrial. And they also, like, had to digitally delete the copies out of every person's machine with a patch. And so, if you actually do have a physical copy of Concord, yeah, you're probably going to end up making like 25 grand in 5 or 6 years just by selling it off
Oh yeah,
to collectors.
I'm not surprised at all. I low-key kind of wish I bought the game when it did release, but I didn't because I was like, I'm not supporting that shit.
No, but even
But
if you
now I can
bought
get
it, no,
25
listen.
grand out of it.
Even if you bought it, they would have deleted it from your machine. Like, they released
Well, that's
a
where
patch.
the physical copy comes in.
Yeah, but like, would you have bought a physical copy?
If I was smart, I would have, but I didn't really care. I just sat there, laughed at it, and moved on with my life.
I guess that's the thing, right? No, you're right. Cause but most people don't think about buying it, right? Like, most people would just digitally download it and then have it removed. So.
Well, I like physical copies of games, so I try to avoid digital as much as possible. That's one of many reasons why I avoided getting a PC for such a long time, because I know Steam is based and all that fun stuff, but I really don't like digital copies. I like physical. I like having the disc, or the card, whatever they use. So, because I don't like the fact that I'm forced to update to play the game. I don't like the fact that they can just go in with some code and delete my game whenever they want. That kind of deal. And I know that as soon as, oh god, what's the guy who owns Steam? What's his name? Um, I'm blanking on it right now. But once that guy dies, which I know it's gonna be sooner than later, it's game over. So
Gabe Newell.
Gabe, yes,
Gabe Newell.
yes, because of the Gabe cube.
Gabe.
Yes. How could I forget?
I don't know, like, it doesn't have to be that way, right? Like, maybe he's already grooming a successor.
I fucking hope so, but I'm ye little faith.
If it's a woman, does your faith increase or decrease?
It goes into the negatives.
Negatives.
Anything a woman does, if she touches, like it's just gone.
And you
It's
want to
still
raise
over.
a child. You want to be a stay-at-home mom and raise a child without touching
Yes,
it.
because I'm a hypocrite.
Well, that makes sense. Anyway, right, I will end it here. I will put a link to the artist that drew this wonderful background into the chat. I'll pin the comment so you guys can check it out. And thank you so much, Amalgamyte, for being here. I'm going to raid the Archcast now if there's anything else you'd like to add.
No. Have a good. Thanks for stopping by, chat. I hope you had fun. I did my best not to be sexist. Hopefully, I get some head pats. Maybe. And that's all. Good night.
Okay, chat, from zero would be like perfect gentleman. To 100, it's like supreme gentleman. how did the Amalgamite perform? Right, so like 10 would be supreme gentleman level, if you know what I mean. Zero would be just like normal average gentleman, like treating ladies with honor and that type of thing. I'm still trying to figure out how can I rate. Like there is a button to rate people.
Yeah, you have to go to customization, then you have
Ah,
to scroll down a
customize it.
little
Oh,
bit.
okay, I found it. Holy shit, that wasn't very
Yep.
hard. Well,
Redirect, and then yeah.
all right. Who should I rate?
69. Hell yeah,
Who should I
nice.
rate? See, the Archcast never thanks me for raids, and so I just don't feel like doing it
But
for him. And it's
I mean, he's a Swede, so I mean, I don't know what to tell you there.
um. I think I'm going to rate this Chika Fujilisa. She's a VTuber. She collabs with Pippa, and sometimes she sings. Hmm, there we go. Anyway, right. Thank you,
All right,
Chad.
good night,
Thank
chat.
you,
Bye.
Amalgamite. And I'm going to harass her with Eddie Murphy clips now.
Oh no.